hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a new video, and today I want to talk to you about a subject that is really been bothering me. So you guys know I have my own business, Gordon Cosmetics, and I have been like really, trying to work to elevate my company. And this is going to be like not necessarily a rant, but kind of like just a talk video to other business owners, other people out here that want to own a business. Like, I just want to be real about some stuff. I'm someone that likes to invest in myself. I like to invest in my company, and I want to invest in whatever I need to do to get to the next level. And this is not about complaining. This is not about anything like that. It's just really about things that are out here that I've just started to side eye lately. So, I like to do a lot of research. I like to read on stuff, and I buy a lot of books and stuff like that when it comes to like businesses. And sometimes I look to other influencers for advice, even though I don't know them. I will probably go to their pages or go to like their websites to see like, do they have any marketing materials? Do they have any books? Like, what do they have to help, with turning your subscribers and your followers into dollars? And what I've noticed a lot lately is that everybody have this same story on their campaign and on their success story. And that story is that I started my business off with $500. And y'all probably ain't heard this, but please look at your favorite influencer or your favorite company, and everybody started off with $500. And after I started seeing that, I started to realize and notice that a lot of people are out here lying. Okay? They out here lying, and it's all a money game. And it's kind of sad because you look at these people and you think that they're there to really help. And I'm not saying this is the case for everybody, because it's not the case for everybody. Some people did start off with $500. But when you actually think about the cost of actually running a successful business for maybe even 6 months, it costs way more than that to even start a business. It doesn't matter what type of business it is unless you're doing a drop shipping business, okay? So I was just looking at I was just reading people's stories and stuff like that, and I'm just like, it's no way. Like, it's no way. And then the thing is, you'll go to their websites and stuff like that. They're like, oh, come to my marketing class or come to my business class and you can learn from me. And then the classes are like $300, $400. And then when you go to the class, because I ain't gonna say I'm a dummy, but I like to ask questions, and ain't no stupid questions stupid. So I poured out and I tried to go to some of these classes, and I've been to some of these classes to listen to some of these people talk about having businesses and owning businesses. And then I just learned that, a lot of these people are just winging it. And the way that they got on is just the way that they got on. Like, just because they went up that road don't mean you can go up that road and do it as smooth as them. You might have some curves and some bumps and stuff like that. And I really started to sit down and think, like, my path is not going to be like nobody else's. Like, my success is not going to be like nobody else's. So once I came to that realization, I stopped going to the classes, and I stopped looking at these marketing schemes, and I stopped looking at all that, because I'm just like, it's not real. It's really not real. Like, after the 500, if I ever see their own stuff, I'll be like, that's BS. Because if you think about the numbers, in order to get a LLC, that's already $100. In order to get a business license, that's already $50. In order to get a website, as far as Shopify, it is $60 a month. So 60 times 12. You do the math on that. Then you have to think about, what products are you selling? You have to think about your products, right? That's already a crazy price. But let's not even think about the products. Let's think about your shipping materials. You have to pay for your shipping materials, and you do bundles of that. So what are you paying, like $50 for a bundle pack of 100? Then you got to think about your labels. you gotta think it's like so much to go into a startup business that is no way that it starts with $500. Like, no way. I can see hair doing that with drop shipping and stuff like that, but any other business, I just don't personally see it. Even when I created my own hair products and stuff like that, that's why I wasn't able to, you know, continue with that idea. Even though I was in the newspaper for it, like, people love the product, it costs too dang on much for me to successfully see it out. So I do want to do it in the future. I just gotta have the more moolah for it. Like, my natural hair products, I had 100% natural hair products, and it costs so much for the actual ingredients of the products. Then the bottles, the labels, I had to pay for all of that. I didn't get any money in return, and I was just gonna go in debt just to have a natural hairline, because the way that I wanted it to price it, like, price points is everything. I wanted to price all my products $5. Like, y'all know I like affordable things. I wanted to be all $5. I wasn't making no returns. So I felt that I needed to shelf that project until I made more money doing other things. And it's so crazy because when you go to these classes and you ask about price points and how did you learn to what would be a better price for you, you know, you get these BS answers. Like, I'm so serious. Like, people give you these BS answers, and I just be like, so if you price it at this, because I'm thinking, if you want to price it at what, $10, if you want to sell to a retailer or you want to sell to Walmart, Target, and things of that sort, you got to give them half of that. And then if you're in the retail stores and things of that stuff, if it don't sell, you have to buy your product back. But they don't tell that in these classes and stuff like that. And it's just frustrating because it's like, I see so many girls, especially girls that I know, that they hit me up. They're like, oh, Leah, such and such is having this class here. Should I go? And such got a book here. Should I buy it? And I tell them, you know, you have to make your own choices. But I asked them first, did you do your own research? Like, one of my friends literally got mad at me because she bought this girl book that has this company, and she was like, Leah, everything was like basic stuff, like basically stuff that me and you talked about and stuff like that. And I'm like, hello, I try to tell people I already know the game is to be sold, not told. I really do, but it's always certain people that you find that can drop little gems, and Courtney is one of them. Courtney from The Main Choice, she flew me out to Vegas for a convention. She had the Boss Conference in Las Vegas, and I learned a lot. But the only thing about conferences and stuff like that, if y'all spend, I think her conference cost $2,000, $3,000. If y'all spend that much for a conference, please make sure you have all your questions, everything that you want to ask there and ready. Because if you don't, you're going to be overwhelmed and you're not going to learn a thing. Because what level you're on is not going to be the same as the 200 or 300 women in that room. Because at that conference, you have people that haven't even started a business yet and people that had business for the last 10 years. So their question didn't connect to my question, and her question ain't relate to my question. So it was just so over freaking whelming. So you'll leave a conference and you like, I paid $2,000, I ain't learned crap. You know what I'm saying? So in certain instances, like, you can't set yourself up. You gotta get your money's worth when you come to some of these events and some of this stuff. And you know, I just learned, like, I invested a lot of money into natural hair shows. And I know a lot of business people be like, why is a cosmetic company at a natural hair show? And y'all, I've learned the most of my knowledge at natural hair shows and conventions. When I say I did the world's biggest natural hair show, I did Bronner Brothers, I did all these shows, and although it's very expensive, it's like $500 here, $1,000 here, $1,500 for a booth here, $500 here. I did about 8 shows, and I haven't even, y'all, literally at my first show, I didn't even have 2 products yet. And people just came up to my booth because, one, even though all my stuff was from Max, like, shout out to my mama and Roses and stuff like like that. Like everybody used to come in my booth and they were like, oh my God, it's so pretty, it's so elegant, like it's so nice, and all that stuff is cheap. Like them chandeliers, Amazon, it was like $10, $15, like all that stuff was cheap. But people used to come and they just used to ask me, and they were like, oh, like how long you been in business? A week? Like, and they would just come talk to me. And when I tell you, at every single hair show, being around all those Black business owners, because to you probably never heard of them, but you don't know that they're on the shelves at Target and Walmart and stuff like that. Everybody come pour into your cup. Come pour into your cup. I remember I went a natural hair show in South Carolina, and I was in front of Taylor Beauty. I will never forget. She came over there, she was talking to me and stuff like that. And when I say like my cup ran over, like she was just pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring, just because, like, just telling me stuff, telling me about Vegas, telling me about like actually going to conferences where the money is at, where the distributors are, and talking about Walmart, talking about how to get on shelves, and talking about things of that sort. When you get into that vibe of all those successful people in that room and people that's doing it just like you, like everybody will stop by and say something to you and help you. Like they'll be like, oh, this vendor is over here, like this distributor do this is how you get into beauty stores and beauty chains, like this is how you sell your products to people. Like after being in those shows, I've only had a presence for about 6 months, and I've had people reach out to me, oh, I want to sell your products here, oh, I want to sell your products there. And that's why I've been working so hard off of my social media, because I'm starting to ship my products out to beauty stores, and it's just been a lot in the background. But because I've been at those type of events, I was able to learn more. So, you know, even if you have to spend some money on some investments, like really when I say networking at these natural hair shows have been the best thing for me. Like me trying to buy these books, I have several business books from influencers and things, and it just did not, it was not helpful. So, and I don't want to call nobody scammy or nothing like that, because that's not it. I don't think that's it. It's just that that's probably what they had to do. Like somebody with 1 million followers can come out with a business and probably sell 1 million, because honestly, people buy from you first before they buy for the business. People just want to support the person before they want to support the product. So you have people, even when I look at Super and Judy and stuff like that, people love Super and they love Judy. Although their products are great, they're even greater as people. So they will always have revenue as long as they have that good character. So, you know, those are things that I think about, and that's why I make sure, like, you know, I just wanted to tell business people that, because I get frustrated. Like, I really get frustrated like I am right now. But I'm like, have anybody else seen that but me? Or is that just me? Like, I ain't doing no marketing calls in 2019. Like, this is why I don't give business advice, because I be all over the place. But it's a lot. It's really a lot. But that is all, you guys. Drop down below if you ever had this type of situation. Let me know. Bye.
Can we stay home tonight? Try something new tonight. Hey, this drink got me feeling right.